Welcome to your daily tarot outlook reading from me, Shari. I hope you enjoy these readings. Happy Halloween and blessed Samhain to you all. Please click like, follow, or subscribe on whichever platform you see this video on. And you can find links to my profiles on services where you can schedule readings with me in the description of this video. Shall we get started? The first card I've drawn is the Eight of Cups. What should I know about today? The Eight of Cups in this position suggests you may be experiencing a feeling of frustration today. Perhaps you are feeling a restless urge to move on, or maybe you are finding that things which once gave you joy and satisfaction no longer hold value for you. These feelings are perhaps leading you to search for a deeper meaning to your life. This may be a time of both sadness and joy for you, the sadness of having to give up something familiar, and the joy of realizing that lying in wait for you is a deeper, more meaningful and fulfilling path. Look at where you are feeling dissatisfaction in your life and question whether it may be time to listen to the messages behind your frustration. Sense of meaninglessness. The Eight of Cups represents spiritual journeys, or the road less traveled as the poet Robert Frost called it. We may all experience many such journeys on large or small scales in our lives, yet not all of us equate them with spirituality or religious experience. Ultimately, these journeys are taking us to greater heights and depths on the way towards our destinies. The card often appears when we need more fulfillment in our lives, or perhaps when things feel meaningless. It is thus a call to go deeper into ourselves and find the beauty and truth that lies within. These journeys can sometimes be compared to small deaths, as they may involve giving up something which we no longer need, in order to gain something better for ourselves. As a result, we may temporarily experience similar feelings to those of the dying, denial and isolation, resistance and depression for instance. However, this difficult journey eventually leads to acceptance and hope, when we realize there are far greater things in store for us. The next card I've drawn for today is the High Priestess. How should I approach this day? The presence of the High Priestess in this position advises you to look at your situation and ask yourself if you are overdoing things at this time. Is it really necessary to do as much as you are? Sometimes it can be better to drop stuff and let events proceed without you, and wait patiently for their outcome. There will be a time for action, but this may not be it. When the time is right, you will have a clear idea what to do. Because self-worth can be equated with busyness and results, it can take courage to not always step in and take action, as we can risk accusations of laziness if we don't. However, it is important to stay true to what you believe to be right and not jump in till you know what that right thing is, which may take a while to become clear. Take stock. If the High Priestess could speak, she would probably say something like, "People are always trying to do so much these days. We are not human doings, but human beings." Yet she doesn't speak, she only listens. She is a woman of God who sits in silence and contemplation. She seeks understanding and looks for the greater meaning behind everything. The card reminds us that there are times when it is better not to act, but instead observe and only make a move when we really know what's going on. If we preoccupy ourselves only with activity and fill our lives with things to do, we risk missing out on the deeper aspects of our life and hearing the call which tells us who we really are and why we're here. The final card I've drawn for today is the Three of Swords. What is the true potential of this day? The Three of Swords in this position predicts you will be able to heal from hurts or betrayals today. This will create a new level of maturity in your relationships and dealings with others as you find yourself able to communicate the secrets of your heart more. Sharing how you feel with those around you will help you feel less alone and enable you to cope with any difficult or potentially hurtful challenges in the future. This will have a positive impact on all areas of your life, as your strength, courage and humanity grow. Growth coming from healing wounds. This card represents the loneliness and heartbreak we face in life. In fact, the card often depicts a bleeding heart pierced by 3 swords. Heartbreak can affect every area of our life. We may end up not willing to risk ourselves or venture into relationships without our defenses or a feeling that we are in control. Experiences of heartbreak can be a replay of an earlier betrayal, for instance by our parents, a lover or close friend. These can leave us with an open wound, making us vulnerable to further betrayal. Our experience of heartbreak as adults can then feel more painful as a result, and we may feel we will never recover. There are, however, many powerful lessons which can be learned at these times. For instance, we may develop deeper compassion for ourselves and others, and a greater strength and tenacity to deal with the difficulties in life as well as the times when things are going smoothly. Approaching our current pain in a positive way can also provide an opportunity for us to revisit and heal from those hurtful experiences in our past. Thank you for joining me for today's Outlook reading. I hope you will subscribe to my channel or follow my profile so you can be alerted when new readings are available. Remember, private, personal readings are available at any of the profiles listed in the description of this video.